Hey guys, welcome to my channel, kevinebsworth.com. My name's Kevin Ebsworth and I'd just like to welcome you here today. Today's video, going to be talking about making the most out of your time. And what do I mean by making the most out of your time? Let's put it this way. About 2 weeks ago, I lost 2 people in my family. And you know, they were, one was my age and one was 20 years older than me. And to be honest with you, it sort of gets you thinking, makes you think, you know, life is way too short. So I strongly recommend that if you are going to do something, to do it. Don't just sit around and wait for something to happen, because it's never going to happen. If you're a procrastinator, then you'll never get anywhere in life. If you think, you know, the world owes me, the world doesn't owe you anything. At the end of the day, you're put on this earth, and what you do with your life is up to you. The government aren't going to help you. That's just the way it is. You know, the only person that's going to help you is you. And the only way you're going to help yourself is if you take action straight away. If you sat there dithering about, you know, wondering whether you should start up a business on something that you enjoy doing, or whether you should just continue along with the work because you feel safe in that work, and you're never going to get anywhere. I'm going to tell you a story about my story. I mean, back in 2008, I didn't even have a mobile phone. I didn't really have the need for one. I worked as a hairdresser. I still work as a hairdresser. I love my job, but I didn't like who I was working for. And I bounced from salon to salon. And I worked probably in the best part of 15 salons in my lifetime. I've now stopped working for people and I work for myself. Now, 2008 was a recession. Started learning how to, you know, make money online. My whole journey started, and it was through a English gentleman called Andrew Reynolds, who came from a, you know, trailer park background basically, and he went to a seminar. He put himself right in debt, right out there, and he came back with a solution and started making money online. But the way he'd done it is completely different to the way we do it now. So you're talking ages ago here now. So back then he was selling how to make money on eBay. eBay was starting to come out in its own thing, you know. eBay and Amazon were coming out. Facebook was just coming in back in 2008. So you can just imagine how the internet started taking off, and how to make money on the internet was starting to take structure, and how people were jumping in on it. Now, fast forward to 2011, after the amount of fails, attempts, getting banned from Google ads, you know, I was working out how to make money online. And it did take me a good few years. I made a lot of mistakes. I made my own websites. I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't know what to do. I was not a techie. Now, I can truly say that I love building websites. It's one of my favorite things to do now. I love getting on the Home Business Academy. I love just smashing out another website. You know, I make websites to host my videos that I put up on YouTube. There's a video on that on my YouTube channel, and you can see how I do that, because that explodes your views up on online. Well, anyway, the whole point of learning how to do stuff myself is because of the fact that I got fed up of having to try and rely on other people. People were recommending people to make my websites. People were recommending people to do SEO work for me. another thing for um, you know, printing up stuff, and I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds just to get where I am today. Now, I made a lot of mistakes, but one thing I learned was one thing I learned was I had to, you know, agree to it all. I always learned to take action when I needed to take action. And the reason why I took action was because of the fact that if I didn't take action, I would have been sat in the chair, still twiddling my fingers, trying to figure out how I can make a retirement fund for myself. And it's not always good to think like that. Now, in 2011, I was ready. Now, I could have done this a heck of a lot earlier, but I was ready to step out on my own. I doubted myself right up until 2011. So from 2008 to 2011. So that's a good 3 years there, you know, to try and figure everything out. I learned how to build websites. I learned how to do SEO work. I learned how to get in front of videos, get a video recorder and just speak to the camera. I just learned how to communicate better. And after doing the math, I thought to myself, I can make this money for myself as a hairstylist. So I took the leap of faith, and we were coming into another sort of recession in 2011. So 2008 was a recession, 2011 was a recession, and I took the bull by the horns and I ran with it. I got myself a nice salon. I dictated the rent, because when you're in a recession, they're desperate to fill in the space. So I had picks out of which salon, which building I was going to take, and I chose the building I'm in now. And I've been there 12 years. I also built my website for my salon. I've also done the SEO work in my salon. I learned a heck of a lot of stuff. I learned how to manage my own business. On top of that, I learned to start investing my money, to start making my money work for me. These are valuable lessons that you need to go through. But most people, they don't understand this. They sit on their Todd and they moan at the world, thinking that the world owes them something. And the world doesn't owe you anything. You know, you have to make the decision yourself. You have to make that whole decision in whether you're going to do this one thing or whether you're not. And if you do it, what if you fail? It doesn't really matter. If you fail, you've given it a go, but you've learned a lesson at the same time. So you know what to do and what not to do. So that's the whole life experience, is learning what to do and what not to do. So I hope you take this video seriously and start thinking about maybe your own future. Start planning it. Start making your own decisions, and start a business up. Doesn't matter what type of business, just start an online business up. One, is cheaper than renting a shop. Two, I mean, a domain name, how much does a domain name cost? It doesn't cost anything. You can pick up a domain name for about 10 quid, £10 for the year for the domain name. And the Home Business Academy can tie it into their website builder. You don't have to pay for hosting. You got a business there. You can make a website using that. It's a drag and drop software. It's one of the most easiest things I've ever used. And if you're struggling for titles, you can write a title, what it's about, and then click AI, and it will regenerate you a new title. That's amazing to be able to do that. And you've got ChatGPT that can help you write the sales pitch on your website, or the product information on your website. You've got loads of free stuff. My channel supplies you with all the free software out there that you can use to help complement your business and to build your business. So on that note, guys, I hope you take this advice and take the ball by the horns and run with it, and literally come and join the Home Business Academy and start building your business now. Because if you don't, you're just going to be sat in your chair at home thinking, I should have done this. I should have been that person that done something, instead of, you know, wondering about that. You just do it. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? If it doesn't work out, move on to the next thing. So on that note, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you hit subscribe somewhere along the screen and click on the link to the Home Business Academy and try out the $25 trial. You'll get 2 weeks and you can have access to it all. You have the traffic and conversions, you'll have the website builder, you'll have it all at your fingertips, and it's up to you what you want to do with it. So on that note, I'm going to leave you, and I hope you keep an eye out for my next video.